What do you think about life skills? Do you think they play an important role in our life, or should I say in our daily life, or not? And I always think why this is not a mandatory subject in schools from kindergarten, because that's what help us more in life. Life skills are the skills that you need to make most of your life. So today I went to Milpira School District here in the Bay Area to for the staff. They are opening soon. Schools are getting open soon, so they invited me to do a meditation session with them, breath work and meditation that I did in 2021 also, and they somehow really loved it. It's a staff about 50 people who are in nutrition department. So they asked me if I can come back because they really loved it. So I went. As I was driving, and I was just 2 lights down maybe from the school. Why I am telling you this, because I think those practices, daily practices, when you make it as a ritual, breathing, meditation, all that, it really helps you in life and you will see it. So I was just 2 lights down and there was a cop behind me on a bike, and when I took an exit and I needed to make a left, I didn't know there are 2 lanes that turn to left, so I thought there is only the far left. So I just gave an indicator because I'm in the middle lane. Even the cop was behind me on a bike, but it's okay, I have to change a lane. To change a lane, anybody can be on the back side behind. So I just gave an indicator, I just changed the lane. I didn't try to cut off the cop, but I had to change the lane. I took a turn, and then after one light, there was one lane on the again left side lane was completely halfway blocked because they were doing some patchwork or something. When I saw from the far, so I gave an indicator to now shift to the right lane, and the person who was in the right lane didn't give me a way. I had to stop before the cones on the left lane, and then when that pickup just passed by, and then I changed the lane to the right. As I changed the lane to the right, and I saw the cop start giving me lights, I said okay. So I just pulled over the side, all the way to the side. I was totally fine because I knew I didn't do anything wrong, but you never know, they will have something to tell you, oh, this is not right, this is not right, this is not right. I was sitting in the car, I just pulled my my driver's side window down, but he came from the passenger side, and I brought the window down. I said, hello, good morning, officer. He said, do you know there are 3 things that you did? I said, okay, what are those? He said, first, your registration sticker, I think he said, is not updated. I said, okay, but I am very good in that, I'm always top up from that. And then second, he said, you cut me off. And then he said, third, you looks like it was hard for you to maneuver to change the lane. I said, first of all, my registration is always up to date because I'm top of these things, but I am surprised how did that happen. But then he said, show me your license and show me your registration. So thankfully, luckily, in my dashboard I had my registration letter, and I gave it to him. Then I said, I'm so sorry I cut you off, I didn't mean to, because I thought there is only one lane that is turning to the left. I realized later when I made the turn that there were 2 lanes. So I said, because I was gonna go left, so I just had to change the lane, but I had no intention to cut you off, officer. And I said, third, because this lane was closed, they are doing some work here. When I saw from the distance, I gave my indicator right away, but the person on the right lane didn't want to give me a way, so I had to wait and then change. And then I told him, as he stopped me, I said, I'm so sorry, I'm just 2 lights down, I'm going to Milpira School District to do my breathing and meditation session for their staff. So, but whatever you need to do, here you go, I'm fine. And when he took my registration letter, he said, just give me a second. He, I think, he checked with DMV or whatever, so it was current. Then he came to me, he said, not a problem, you are totally fine, this is current, but make sure you find your sticker or just call the DMV. Being very nice. So, and then I just left. He said, you are good to go. As he told me, you are good to go, ma'am, you can go, I thanked him. I said, I'm so glad, officer, you pulled me over, because weird, right? I'm thanking the officer for pulling me over. Well, keep watching and you will see how it's making a perfect sense. So the reason I'm telling you this story, even I shared that story when I went for that session, and the way I started, this is how I told them. I think God always tests me. just to see, okay, let me see if you're practicing and doing all those, are you walking your talk? Most of the time I do walk my talk. And because this happened me second time, few years back when I was going to Foothill College, first time they called me as a speaker on mental health to talk to the students, and right before the exit I got into an accident and there were 3 cars involved on 280 highway. Again, I was very calm. What is our first reaction? As a cop stopped you, first of all, just seeing a car behind us or bike behind us or cop, we are just, oh my god, what's going to happen? I hope he doesn't stop me. We start thinking all this. It's a fear start emerging in our head. And I was totally fine when I changed the lane. If you're not breaking any rules, you know you are doing the right thing. Why do to fear? You don't need to. So as I went to start my session, I told them, I am here to guide you guys in breath work and meditation, but let me just share a small story with you that just happened to me before coming here to Lights Down. So that way it can make a more sense doing these things, practices, and why it's important to make it a daily ritual. Because over the period of time doing these practices, not for now, I think about 12 years I have been doing all this, even starting with very small but building upon on it. This is how it helped me. Otherwise the reaction is you just get angry, you say, oh my god, I'm running late now, this has to happen now. Frustration, irritation, like heartbeat fast, and you start breathing short, and that's what start damaging inside your system. And then you don't even see clear, because once you are calm, you can think through it, you have more clarity, you are more focused. If somebody is asking you something, you can answer them well. So to me, I think life skills are very, very important, more than even something else. Like, I know we focus on a lot on our education, our qualification. There is nothing wrong in that. I am myself have a good qualification. My background is in a law, being a law graduate. But I feel whatever I have seen from in the past till now, from my own life, how even when there were tough times, challenges and everything, how much my education helped me, and how much those life skills, being resilient, not giving up, even if like there is no help, how to support your own self, how to love yourself, how to just keep moving forward, how to fight your battles, how to just getting into your emotions, feeling your emotions and just letting them out from your system. Means there is so much in life skills. I think it's never ending, and we keep learning every day. We are student for the throughout the life till we leave this planet. It's not easy 100% every time. You cannot do that. Sometimes even I just break down sometimes, but I, you know what, collapsing, breaking down, but just getting back up, that's resilience. But do we talk about it? No. Don't you think this should be our dinner table talk? No. What is mostly our dinner table talk when you have a children who are going to schools or colleges? It's all about academics. Like I again said, there's nothing wrong in that. Yes, it can get you to have a good life, to have a good job, to make good money. But again, do you think all those things bring you that happiness? All those things bring you the peace? Can you buy peace with money? No. Can you buy happiness? No. Joy? No. Self-love? No. Nothing. You cannot buy all these things. For that you have to have those life skills so much grounded in yourself. That's why it's from the beginning, from the childhood, from when the kid is so fragile, they grasp it so easily when they're like a sponge, young age. We should start instilling those habits in them. Why there's so much suicide going on? Because okay, people can't take things, like there's so much stress going on, and when they find this is the only way, just take your own life. No, that's not a good choice. We don't know what's going on in their mind, the agonies they are facing, their inner state. You mostly see people from outside, and maybe we can stop all those things. First we need to learn so we can teach them and guide them that how even in life there will be situations. Don't tell them, oh, there won't be these situations. Yes, everyday life you will face challenges. That's where growth is. That's where you are learning. You are a student, you keep learning, you keep evolving, and it's good. You need to learn, you need to grow. Don't think for an easy life, like they said. Learn how you can fight, how you can just keep moving on, how you can face those challenges with like a warrior. I teach in yoga, be a warrior in a warrior pose, not a warrior with O but with the A. So when I finished the session in the the staff came to me, some of the people in the staff, and they were saying, and that how good we felt, how relaxed we are just by doing just very few minutes. And they told their director, can we do it like more often? Our lives are a roller coaster. We all are going through so much, but we are not getting time. It's not you are not getting time, it's you are not making time. Difference, guys, there's always a choice. Two choices. Choose. Do you wanna be in a comfort zone where you don't have to do anything, or you wanna grow? You wanna be stagnant, or you wanna keep growing? There's always a choice. We always hear, I don't have a time. I hear this so often. I meet in the Silicon Valley all those women who are into like working women and all are rush life. What I mostly hear from them, I don't have time. I'm sure means they are so busy that it's hard to find a time, but we can make a time. 1 minute, you don't have to sit for an hour, close your eyes. No, start with 3 to 5 breaths. Just, all of a sudden life throws at us curveballs. We are not even prepared. We are never prepared for these things, but we have to prepare ourselves. Sometimes just, let's say you're just driving to work, car either flat tire or sometimes some accident. These things are not planned, they just happen for us. And how we are handling those, as far as I have learned, either from my experiences, from others' experiences, reading the books, listening to the speakers, and so many other things from so much content outside, I think the most important life skill for me is also one of the most important: self-awareness. Self-awareness is when you are aware. It's a conscious, like even you are aware of your thoughts. As that's where you start reflecting and you start finding the ways how to deal with this. And that's how you will start building on that more and more and more. And trust me, guys, this is gonna help you in life. So start teaching your children, start learning yourself all those life skills from small to big. And there are so many, one by one, step by step. You don't have to jump that you want to finish everything in a one go. It's not going to happen. It's only going to bring you frustration. If you take every day maybe one point, okay, today maybe I want to work on my patience. If you are outside somewhere, you're on a road, traffic is there, okay, remember yourself, I'm going to work on my patience. Don't just get frustrated. That's your lesson. That's where you will test yourself. If your kids are pushing your buttons and you really want to react right away in any situation, take a breather, remind yourself, what did I pick today? Patience, work on that. Maybe if you can remember, remind yourself by writing. I have a board where I write, and it's in my bedroom. I write few things, I read it every day. That's my reminders to myself every day. What do I need to work on? I think those are my life lessons and life skills that I really want to work on. So it's constant in front of my eyes whenever I enter my room. So if you think that can help, maybe every day pick one word, maybe every week work on that, maybe every month work on that, and that's what it's going to help you. It's going to help you tremendously. Every time when you lose that, come back to your breath, maybe take 1 or 2 breathings and say, okay, today I'm working on patience. And during the day, if out of 10 times, if you even did 3 times right, 2 to 3 times you really worked on that, on your patience, applaud yourself. That's a growth. How can we live happily? How we can live stress free? Stress will be there, thoughts will be there, everything will be there, but how can we equip ourselves with those tools that can help us to handle anything in life, and we all can support each other. As he told me, you are good to go, ma'am, you can go, I thanked him. I said, I'm so glad, officer, you pulled me over, because now I know I have to call my DMV or I have to find that sticker. Had any traffic light camera taken a picture of my expired license plate sticker, I would have gotten a ticket. Or maybe if some other officer had pulled me over and saw this expired sticker, he would have given me a ticket. So in a way, it happened for a reason. So we can always shift the perspective. I was so glad that he pulled me over, otherwise I would not have even noticed that my sticker is expired. How many times do you go and check your license plate or sticker? I usually don't. Do you? So don't you think in a way that was for my best interest? Let's talk more about life skill. If you have ever experienced, I'm sure we all do, you must have also, anytime any challenge you faced, even your daily life, small or big, how did you come out of it? Post in a comment and do share this video. Thank you very much. Have a great life.